welcome back to another video. So today in this video I have the pastels of the TOOLI-ART acrylic paint pens. A subscriber did send these to me and I'm so excited to have these, so thank you. But I'm very excited about this video because I haven't even gotten a chance to open these yet. I did do a review of the Essentials set, which is pretty much your basic colors. It also has the white pens and the black pens in there, as well as your gold and your silver, and what they're calling a yellow, but I would consider a bronze. So this set adds a bunch of really beautiful pastel colors to that set. There are so many different sets in the TOOLI-ART pens, and if you had every single set, I can't even imagine how many different colors and how many different pens you would have. So in this video today, we are going to swatch these out so we could see all these gorgeous colors. I'm also going to do a bit of a comparison to the Pastel Posca pens because I do have those as well. If you check the description box down below, I'll have everything that you see in this video linked down there so that you can easily find it. You will also find links down there for my Facebook group as well as my Etsy shop. So here is the front of the case, and you can see there are lots of gorgeous colors in here. It does say XF here, and that stands for extra fine. We're getting 24 colors in here, and of course they are all pastel. It just says water-based, opaque ink, quick drying, and premium quality. And then if we turn it over on the other side, you can see that all of the colors in the set do have names and they all have numbers. Now on the pens you are only going to find the numbers, and I'll show you that, but it's nice that they do have all of the names that match up to the numbers on the back of the box. And then it just has directions here on how you can get your pens started and get them going so that you can color with them. And then it also tells you down here how to unclog the tips. So let's go ahead and open these. So it looks like it comes with a little baggie with some extra tips if you need those. And then you can see here that they do all have the number on the top of the cap. But let's just go ahead and take these out so we can see all these gorgeous colors. So it does come with this little card in the box. It shares their social media and where you can find them. Then you can scan the little QR code here and you can sign up for their newsletter. It shows here that you can use these paint pens to color rocks if you want to, and you can buy these rocks on Amazon. I had bought some a while ago for my kids and used the paint pens to decorate them. They're a lot of fun. So then over here it has some directions. It tells you what to do when your paint is watery or if you don't hear the mixing balls inside the pen, and then it tells you what to do if your pen is a little bit leaky. You can pull the tip out completely if you needed to, but remember you do also get these little replacements so you can always replace your pens with the other tips. So let's take a closer look at the pens. They do say pastel here, so you know which ones come from the pastel set. If you decide to start collecting all of these paint pens and put them all together, you'll always know which one came from the pastel set. It does say extra fine. And my one favorite thing about these pens is that it has this clear line right here on the barrel so you can see the level of the ink. It does tell you right here in very small letters to store horizontally. You should always store your pens horizontally, any marker set that you have, and that makes it easier for the ink to flow back and forth so the tip doesn't dry out. Then over here it says multi-surface, quick drying, opaque ink. And then it shows you right here, right on the pen, how to get your pens going. So these are just like the Posca pens where you do have to shake them and pump them, but I will try to show you that in this video as well because I do have to pump these to get them going because this set I have not used yet. So you can see the number is on the top of the cap, and then when you take the caps off and you're using them, you can put the cap on the other side so you don't lose it. And then there is what the fine tip looks like. But on this side of the barrel, it just says TOOLI-ART acrylic paint pens. It does have a 0.7 down here on the end. And I'm assuming that maybe that is the size of the tip on the pen since they are the extra fine ones. I laid them all out in order according to their numbers so y'all can see the beautiful array of colors that comes in this set. So here are the Posca pens. These are the pastel set, and you get 8 colors in this set. And the same as the TOOLI-ART pens, it does tell you on the back here the names of the colors, how to use the pens, how to pump them to get them going. But you get a light pink, a coral pink, lavender, sunshine yellow, apricot, aqua green, light blue, and a white. So another set where you get a white, and I know a lot of us already have a lot of white Posca pens laying around because we like to use those in our coloring books for details. So for me, I consider this set, as far as the colors go, to come with 7 because I already have a white. I did get this set of 8 on Blick Art Supplies. I paid $18.54 for just the 8 colors, or like I said, what I would really consider 7 colors, because I already have quite a few whites laying around, and I have gotten whites in other sets as well. And then in a TOOLI-ART set, you are getting 24 colors. You're not getting a white in this set. Like I said, the white comes in the essential set, and you get 2 white, and you also get 2 black in that set. So this one comes with all beautiful pastel colors, and you're getting 24 of them. And this set is $31.99, and so that comes to $1.33 per marker. And the price comparison on the breakdown per marker for the Posca pens would be $1.48. So with the TOOLI-ART pens, you are getting a much better value, and you're getting a lot more beautiful pastel colors than you would get in the set of Poscas. So I'm going to go ahead first and just show you how to get these going if you are new to paint pens. So all you do is shake them. So you shake them a little bit, and I think I could already see some of the color down here on the tip of the pen. And then you're just gonna pump it, and look how fast that was to get going. And I don't think I've ever used a Posca pen that started up that quickly, but these are super easy to get going. So yeah, all you do is shake them, and then you pump them, and then they are ready to use. So we're gonna go ahead and swatch these out. The first color I have is called Lullaby. This is number 1. Number 2 is Khaki. These lay down really nicely. So this one's just a really pale gray, and then that one is a really pale shade of tan. Then we have number 3, and this one is called Robin's Egg. This one is Dusty Mint. So we do have a couple greens. This one is called Soft Green. This next one is a green too. Oh, these are so pretty. This one is called Yoda. Oh, we get so many greens. Here's another green. And this one is like a mint green. It's actually called Minty. Then another green. And you can see in just one layer how truly opaque these are. I absolutely love these pens. This one's called Pale Green. And then another green. Oh, that's so pretty. So that one is called Powder Green. This one is called Soft Teal. And now we're getting into our blues. This one is called Iceberg. And then this one is a powder blue. That's a gorgeous light blue. It's like a gray blue. Then we have another blue. This one's called Shy Blue. Okay, and then it looks like we've got a mauve-y kind of color. It's like a purpley pink. And that one is actually called Dusty Lilac. And then we have Lavender. This one is called Rose. It's very pretty. This one's called Blush Red. This one is called Dusty Rose. And these have all been very easy to pump and get going. Super, super quick. But I think some of them actually are a little bit more opaque than others. Like this one doesn't seem to be as opaque as something like the Dusty Lilac. And this one is called Peaceful Pink, and we just have a few more colors. This one's called Just Peachy. Oh, that's a beautiful shade of orange. Definitely looks like a peach. Very pretty. Then we have Peach Puff, and this yellow looks gorgeous. Wow, love that one. It's actually called Sun Glow. That's pretty bright for a pastel. This one is a lighter yellow, much more pastel-y. And this one's called Sweet Bee. And then this one is called Sweet Pea, and it's like a greenish yellow. The name definitely fits it well. So here's all the colors up close so y'all can see what they look like, but you get some gorgeous pastel colors in here. I love all the greens. For those of you that actually color with paint pens in your coloring books, these would be nice to do that with because they do have the fine tip. But if that is what you're doing with them and not just using them for details, these would be wonderful in some of Johanna Basford's coloring books where you've got lots of leaves to color. I think most coloring books have a whole lot of leaves. I feel like I'm always coloring leaves and flowers. There's some gorgeous colors in here for flowers and beautiful colors for leaves. This would be the most perfect set to use in a botanical coloring book or any place that you're coloring botanicals. But these are just absolutely beautiful. So now I want to go ahead and swatch out the Posca pastels down below so that we can compare the two sets. But like I said, I do only have 7 colors in here because one of them is a white. Since there's only 7, I'm not going to bother to put names on them. But there's our yellow. And this one looks similar to some of these peach colors here. And then here's our pink. And the pink does look different from what you get in the TOOLI-ART set. It looks like if you're someone who wants to get both sets, you will have different pastel colors because they don't seem to be the same. This one is the purple. Oh, that one went down super nice. I think this is supposed to be the coral pink. So I did just want to mention that I did notice that the Posca pens do have a number on them. You can find the number right there. And that would be the number that matches up to the names on the back of the box. They do sell Posca's open stocks. So if you just wanted to buy these colors just to have the extra colors, or go on Blick and check out all the different colors and see if you can find others that seem to be pretty light or pastel and make your own set, you could probably do that. But this is a really pretty shade of teal. And see, to me, that one seems really dark for a pastel. This soft teal in the TOOLI-ART is what I would really consider a pastel. I don't really consider that a pastel color. And then we have a blue. It's a gorgeous blue, but again, it doesn't look like any of the pastel blues in the TOOLI-ART set. So for me, if I was going for a pastel set and I had a choice, I would probably first go with the TOOLI-ART set because you do get a whole lot more colors. I don't know that Posca has other colors that are as light as the colors in the TOOLI-ART pastel set. So if you want something a little bit brighter and more vibrant, I would go with the Posca. Again, you do only get 8 colors and you're getting 24 colors in the TOOLI-ART set, so many more options. And if you are, like I said, coloring with them in your coloring books, then you probably want to go with the TOOLI-ART set where you get more colors. And you could probably do a little bit of blending with these. Let's actually try it and see if we can blend 2 of the colors together. Let's try the powder blue and the shy blue, so 12 and 13, and I picked them right up. I will say the caps on the markers of the TOOLI-ART pens do match up pretty well. This is number 12 and that's number 12. I mean, it's not exact, but if I were looking at them, I could tell which color was which. So this one here is the 13 and then this one here is the 12. So let's go ahead and lay the darker color down first and then the lighter color. And they do, they kind of blend right into one another. So that's cool. You can lay them right up against one another in your coloring books. I wouldn't say they blend, but they kind of lay over one another and the transition is really good. So if you wanted to color with these, you surely could. So in my last video where I reviewed the Essential set, I did a little test at the end of the video and I laid down a couple layers of colored pencil, and then I tested the Posca and the TOOLI-ART to see how well they lay over the top. And just for fun, I would kind of like to do the same thing in this video because I'm a little curious. I've noticed that the pastel colors don't lay down as opaque, at least some of them, as the Essential set did, and it's probably because the color is just so light. So I just want to see how they do laid over the top of colored pencil. So I'm just going to lay down a couple layers of colored pencil here, and I want to make sure I get enough down here so that it sort of mimics the effect we're going to get when we're actually coloring. So I think that's probably enough. And then I'm going to do another one over here so that I could test out the Posca. Okay, that's probably enough. In the last video, I did test out white first, and then I tested out a yellow. And in that video, I was actually amazed at the outcome. So we are going to test out 2 colors that are similar. So I think the Just Peachy and then this color here, I think this is the apricot. Okay, so I'm going to lay this right over the colored pencil. Wow. And now I'm going to do the same thing with the Posca. Oh, wow. So actually, they are comparable. Let me see after it dries, and we'll see which one looks like it covered better. So now they are completely dry, and you can see the difference. Now remember, these are not the same colors. It looks like the Posca looks a little bit brighter, but I think they both covered just about the same. I'll go ahead and lay another layer of the Posca, and now it's pretty opaque. And then let's lay another layer of the Just Peachy. Oh, this color is much brighter when it first lays down, and it looks very similar to the Posca as far as the shade of the color, but then as it dries, it looks like it gets a bit darker. Interesting. But in this test, they both cover just the same. I think the Posca and the TOOLI-ART for this test are pretty comparable. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. If you're trying to decide between the Posca pens and the TOOLI-ART pens, I hope you were able to make your decision after watching this video. You do get a whole lot more colors with the TOOLI-ART than you're going to get with the Poscas. If you're looking for pastel colors, I would definitely suggest going with the TOOLI-ART set because they are more so what I would consider pastel shades. They both lay down very, very nicely in just one layer. With the TOOLI-ART, some were a little bit more opaque than the others, but with the Poscas, they seem to be pretty opaque no matter what color it was, but again, those are darker colors, so it may just have to do with how light the shade of the color is. In my next video, I will be reviewing the TOOLI-ART glitter set, which I am so excited about, but I will be doing a comparison with those to the glitter Posca, showing you all of the different shades in each one of the different sets. So you can look forward to seeing that next. Everything you've seen me use in this video, I will have linked down in the description box below. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Happy coloring. Bye.